Welcome back, the Keto family, and happy Valentine's Day to all my lovelies out there. Today we're going to be making a dairy-free, gluten-free, low-carb, and of course keto-friendly chocolate cake recipe that is so light and fluffy you will not believe it. If this is your first time with us, don't forget, hit the subscribe button below and the bell icon so you don't miss upcoming videos. Alright lovely, so before we get started, as always, everything I'm using today you'll find listed right down there in the description below, and at the end of the video I'll give you a nutritional information card that gives you an idea of what the macro breakdown for this is. Alright lovely, so I am getting ready for my daughter to have a little get together with a bunch of her friends here at our house, and I wanted to make some cakes and some little mini cupcakes and stuff like that for them, but one of the kids is sensitive to dairy products, so I'm making a gluten-free and dairy-free recipe that is of course low carb, keto friendly, everything we love here at my house. And so I want to bring this to you guys because I made this about a week ago just to try it out, and I'm tweaking it a little bit still, but it was so incredible that no one could believe it that it was actually keto. You guys are gonna love this. So let me show you how it's done. Now I made this as mini muffins, but I'm going to put it in a cake pan today, so I'm going to be doing lots of different things for the kids. I'm going to have a cake, I'm going to have mini muffins, I'm going to just try to do a whole bunch of fun stuff for them. So I thought I'd bring you guys along and show you how I do it so you can do it for your little ones or big ones at home. Alright, so let's show you how we do it. So in here I already have a half a cup of coconut flour. It has been sifted. Don't forget to sift your powders and your flours. You don't want any lumps or bumps in there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to combine all of our dry ingredients first, and then we'll mix the wet in. So into that I'm going to add my sweetener. You can use whatever your sweetener of choice is. I have a half a cup of granular monk fruit. Just whatever you want to use you can. You can make it more sweet, less sweet. This isn't a very sweet recipe because of the dark cocoa I'm going to be using. So we like dark chocolate around here. If you don't like dark chocolate, you might want to use a little more sweetener, and don't be using the Hershey's Cocoa Special dark chocolate. 100% cocoa, no sugar added. This stuff is to die for if you're a dark chocolate fan. But if you're not, I wouldn't use a dark chocolate. You can use something a little less dark. But we're going to add 6 tablespoons of that into our dry ingredients. I got a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of xanthan gum, and you can use guar gum instead of xanthan gum if you prefer. I just really like that this kind of keeps it together, makes it a little springier, it doesn't fall apart as fast, so that's why I really like this. And this is the ingredient that I really love. In here I have a half a cup of collagen powder. I will link to you if you want to see what I use. I'll link it down below for you. But I love collagen. I put it in my coffee every morning. I absolutely will not start without it. There's lots of studies out there that show that it can help with skin elasticity, even your nails, hair, bones, the whole 9 yards. So it can't hurt, so I'm hedging my bets. I'm using it every chance I get. We're going to get all these dry ingredients combined, and we're going to add our wet in. Alright, so our dry ingredients are all mixed. Now we're going to add the wet into it. So I'm going to be adding 1/3 of a cup of extra virgin olive oil. And then I've got 6 large eggs that I've already beaten. And then this is the ingredient that it actually took me the longest to find. I had to find a dairy-free option. So what I ended up getting was Silk has this dairy-free heavy whipping cream. And when Publix has it in stock, you can find it at Publix, but I think I found that one at the Walmart marketplace. That's 2/3 of a cup of that going in. Alright, and the last ingredient is one I also add to my coffee a lot of times. This is Sweet Leaf Sweet Drops in chocolate. Oh, this is so good. You guys are going to love it. So I'm just going to put about half a dropper full. And with that collagen powder, I think you can find that in chocolate flavored as well. I just get the unflavored and use it in various different recipes wherever I can sneak it in without the family noticing. And it's going to seem a little bit watery at first. That is okay because that coconut flour will start absorbing the moisture, and it does thicken up after a few minutes. If you had a hand mixer or stand mixer, that would make your life much easier. I didn't pull one out today. Just going to get some arm workout in, but By all means, you can use a mixer for this to make your life easier. All right, so our batter is now good and mixed. I got the cutest heart-shaped pan. I picked it up from Michael's, I think it was, or maybe it was Hobby Lobby, I can't remember. But it was on sale 50% off. Always love that. I've already sprayed that down with avocado oil cooking spray. And we're going to pour the batter in. Now do not fill your cake pan to the top because this will rise. And you don't want a muffin top on cake your pan. That would not be cute. Alright, so this is ready to go into the oven. I already have it preheated to 350 degrees. Now when I made the mini muffins, that was only like a 10-11 minute cook time. But this is a cake's gonna obviously be a lot more. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it. When I get back, I'll let you know exactly how long it cooked until it was done. I'll be right back. Alright, so while that's in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and mix up a second batch of this batter. I got my little mini muffin tray here. I'm gonna go ahead and fill and get that cooking too. I'll see you guys back in a few. Alright guys and gals, so I got the second batch of batter made up. And I'm going to be putting this in my little mini muffin cups here. And I did line a couple of them, but this is one of the silicone trays that you can just pop it right out of. So I'm not concerned about needing to line these, but I thought that the red cups would be cute on some of them. So I was kind of trying to mix it up a little bit. Now I have already gone ahead and sprayed it with cooking spray. I don't think you really need to, but I really don't want these to stick as we have girls already arriving and I want to get these made and have them out for them. So I'm just using a little tablespoon scoop here to scoop them out and put them in. You do not want to fill these all the way to the top because this batter will rise. Unless that's the look you're going for, then by all means go ahead, fill them up and you can have a muffin top up there. Now also you can put some sugar-free chocolate chips in these if you want. I didn't, just because I'm actually kind of out right now. But honestly, it's not necessary. These are so good, and these are like little one-bite cakes. My husband absolutely adores these because he doesn't have to stop and cut a cake if he wants a piece. He just grabs one or two and pops them in his mouth. Now, if you're only making one sheet like this, you can half this recipe very easily and just make half of it and have one sheet. But as I'm making quite a bit, I went ahead and made the full cake size recipe for these because I don't want to have any kids complain they didn't get any or they want more. So that's why I'm making a bunch. Alright, so we got all these little mini muffins filled. Not quite to the top. I think one or two of them might have gotten a little bit too filled. So I have two other silicone molds here I want to give a shot. I haven't used these before. I actually just picked them up this morning. One is these cute little hearts. These are a little shallow, so they'll just be little tiny bites. And this is like those cake pop molds, and I got some cute little popsicle sticks to put in from the Valentine's section at Michael's. So I'm just going to fill these up just the same as I did the other ones. Alright, now these are filled. I'm just going to tap them to kind of even out that batter. Alright, now I'm going to put some batter in my little heart-shaped molds here. And I don't have high hopes of these turning out much like anything. But they were absolutely adorable. How could I say no to little heart-shaped cake bites? Now that this mold's also filled, I'm going to tap it and get this batter all the way down into all the little nooks and crannies of the mold. And I've got a little cookie sheet here that I'm putting all these silicone molds on, lining them up. I got one last one to try out. This is another one of cake pop molds. This one actually makes rounded shaped ones. I don't have high hopes of being able to get anything out of this in one piece, but I got a little bit of batter left, so let's experiment a little bit. Not much batter left at all though. Alright, now that I got a little bit of batter in there, we're just going to pat these down so I can fill again all the little cracks and crevices. Don't want any voids. Alright, that's all filled. So I'm going to stick these in the oven. The cake's still going. I just checked it at about 22 minutes and it wasn't quite done, so I'll put it in for another few minutes. I'm going to put these in for... I know the mini muffins for sure cook for 11 minutes. These two smaller ones probably cook for a little bit less, so I would start checking them in about 9 minutes or so, maybe 8. And this one's probably going to cook for a little bit more, so I'll probably give that about 12 to 14 minutes. It just depends on how much batter you have going, so it'll take a little bit longer or a little bit shorter time to cook. Alright, I'm going to stick these in the oven. I'll see y'all guys back in a minute. Alright, lovely. So everything has come out of the oven, and it is absolutely divine, smelling like chocolate in here. So the cake itself, it cooked right at 30 minutes at 350 degrees. And if you notice, it didn't fall at all. I absolutely love this recipe. And then while these were cooking, I let this one cool off till it wasn't hot on the bottom anymore. Then I stuck it in the fridge to cool off a little bit faster. When I was growing up, my mom always told me you put the cake in the fridge when it's cooling off and it helps keep it more moist. I don't know, but it's something I was raised doing, so that's what I do. And the muffins, of course, cooked at about 12 minutes. I just kept checking them until the toothpick insert in the center didn't come out with anything on it anymore. These little bit thicker cake pop ones actually cooked closer to 20 minutes. Those took the longest. And these cute little hearts, they came out so adorable. Those cooked at 10 minutes, and then these other little smaller cake pop ones cooked about 12 minutes. And I was worried these wouldn't come out, but if you notice, they actually did. They had blossomed out the top a little bit, so I just used a knife to cut off that extra to make them flat. And these surprised me by just popping right out of the mold and not falling apart. Isn't that incredible? And so I did spray. I want to note this for you guys. So I did spray my new silicone pan here because I didn't know if they would stick or not. And of course, these bad boys just pop right up and out of here like nobody's business. But I did not spray these because I was curious to see what the difference would be. And they didn't stick. So you probably don't need to spray them. These slide right out. Voila, that's it. In fact, I bet I could just pop them out. One stuck. Just like that. These came out so cute, the little hearts. Let me see if you can see these. Those are adorable. I love them. Oh, precious as can be. The girls are going to love these. And these. I mean, seriously, that is how easy these pop out. Oh, one's left. Voila. So easy. I love silicone molds. And these, I remember not trim the bottoms of them, just like stick them on the lollipops. Let's see. Oh my gosh, they're just falling out. Oh, I love these silicone pans. Oh my gosh. I would never go back to my old metal ones again. Heaven forbid something happened to this one. I'll have to look for it again. I'll link it down below for you guys, because this is just like the best thing since sliced bread. I absolutely am in love. Look at that. No stress, no having to walk the knife around the edges or worry about them falling apart. They just literally pop out. And these last couple, I put the little papers on just to be cute with the red papers. Let's see. Look at that. And these have been cooling off for about 10 minutes. I would not take these out before they've had time to cool off. If you do, you might end up with a little bit of a mess on your hands. Just heads up. You know, you do what you want to do. But if it doesn't work out, don't blame me. All right, those are all done. And now for the cake. All right, so the way I was taught to do the cake. Voila! And we have the most cutest heart cake here. Isn't that precious? Alright. So these are the cute little pops I picked up. They were at Michael's, 50% off, so they ended up costing, I think, $1, maybe less than $1. Just cute little popsicle sticks. Treat sticks is what they call them for Valentine's Day. So what I'm going to do is just trim off this so it's nice and flat. Stick the popsicle stick in it. How cute. We have us a little chocolate cake popsicle stick. Let's see where you stay. Let's try one of the smaller ones. How adorable these are, so precious. That's simple, guys. Oh, I am in love. You went for a cake pop? These are so cute. And then these thicker egg-shaped ones, Not my favorite. It was an experiment with a new mold I picked up. They're still cute, don't get me wrong, but they look almost like flying saucers. But the girls gonna love mushrooms. That's it. Just tell them it's a mushroom. They'll think it's the coolest thing. My daughter digs mushrooms. Let me show you guys what these look like on the inside. Here you go. That's it. They are nice, they're light, they're fluffy. This is good. You may want a quick chocolate bite. Now again, this is the dark chocolate cocoa that I used. If you're not a huge dark chocolate fan, go with something else. Go with the regular cocoa powder, not the special dark one. I'm definitely not going to be complaining about the dark chocolate. Gotta say something for kids. I'm staying here to eat all of these. Now this is something I picked up just to be cute. These are not keto. There is less than 1 gram of sugar in each one of these. Are cute little cake decorations. But the kids visiting, they're not keto. So if you don't want to do this, don't. But I just thought it'd be so cute. There. And it's just the cutest thing you've ever seen. Just to decorate these up with cute little hearts. Just have the pointy end in, and that's it. Alright, so I have a nice tray full of yummy chocolate goodness. I'm going to take these upstairs to the girls so they can pig out on them just a little bit. Alright guys, I hope you all enjoyed this recipe today. Don't forget, leave me a thumbs up down below, and feel free to share this video with anybody that you know can use a very delicious, gluten-free, dairy-free, low-carb, and keto-friendly chocolate cake recipe. Until next time guys, bye.